I have warned you before about washing machine hoses that can split and flood your home, but the culprit this time is much smaller. It's a water line and tubing you may never think about. But if you've got an automatic ice maker or water dispenser in your refrigerator, you're going to want to check this out. Part of another wall gone at the Fisher home in Novi, a casualty of water. Not what they wanted to come home to after a week-long vacation.
That's better.
It's 10:30 at night. Right. We come in the back door. My son was in front of me, and he noticed that there was a puddle of water right here.
And that was just the tip of the proverbial iceberg.
And I looked up, and there was nothing coming down from the ceiling.
So she ran to the basement.
I came down here, and as I looked, I could see that there was water pouring out of the soffit here, as well as running down this wall, and just water spilling everywhere.
What'd you think?
So I just said, somebody go get Dad!
They found the culprit. It was hidden behind the refrigerator and freezer.
What happened was the plastic tubing that we've had since we lived here for 13 years, sprung a leak, cracked, what have you.
And the damage, not just in the basement. Flooring had to be ripped up in the family room, living room, hall, laundry room, and kitchen. And some walls where water had seeped up had to go too.
By the time we got here, the water, it must have been standing water in here for a few days. I think they think 4 or 5 days.
They can cause tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
Chris Hall is the president of RepairClinic.com. The Canton company sells and ships appliance repair parts across the country and offers free repair advice online.
This is a plastic thin wall tubing, and when someone tells me that they've had a rupture of their water line behind their refrigerator, this is what I expect to see. Usually what happens is it gets dry and brittle over time and breaks, or it can also develop a pinhole leak.
So what's the answer then?
The answer is to use a more durable tubing, and we recommend that customers use copper. The copper tubing is very flexible. It can be installed replacement of this type of plastic tubing, and it's much more durable. This will last the lifetime of your house.
And 20 feet of copper costs under $20. And if you're a do-it-yourselfer, Chris says it's not too hard to install.
First thing to do is to remove the refrigerator from the wall.
If you have a soft vinyl floor, do it carefully so you don't hurt the floor, and be sure you've turned the water off.
This is the water line that attaches to the back of the refrigerator. In some cases, it's in the lower right-hand corner. In this case, it's right here in the middle. And
it's not that hard to do?
It's not that hard to do. It uses just a little open-end wrench to remove this fitting, and then you tighten the new fitting on. You feed this through sometimes it goes through the floor down into the basement or into the cabinet.
You attach it at the other end, and you're good to go. Meantime, at the Fisher's home, the work goes on. Much of their furniture is in a storage container on the driveway. Boxes pack what was a sunroom. Kids do their homework on a card table in the kitchen, and kids' chairs decorate the family room.
Everything that was damaged is replaceable. We didn't lose any pictures. The house actually could have caught on fire because the water was coming close to a junction box, and then we would have lost everything.
She's got a great attitude. If you find that you have this polyethylene tubing, but you're not comfortable replacing it yourself, call a plumber or an appliance repair shop and pay to have someone do it for you. It'll be worth it. You can find more information about the problem and solutions at WXYZ.com. I'm Joanne Purton, Channel 7 Action News.